2, 3, 4.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. On this episode number 325 live, I think, of the Good Morning Guys podcast.
326.
Thank you so much. What's that? Yeah. I think we're
326.
live. Yeah. 326? Oh, no.
But it's
pulling
still
my inner
live. It's
Lucas.
fine. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, 325 live just sounds better. 326 live
It
is
does sound
yeah.
better. We're just going to say it from now on. This
episode 325 again. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night as we talk about the game of life amidst the other games we love to watch and play. I am one of your hosts, the guy who's running out of time. I'm running out of time. Dang it, Chloe. I'm running out of time.
Chloe.
And the judge, jury, and executioner of fake news and spoilers, Patrick Novosel. With me to my left.
There you go. Yeah, it's hard to remember. It's opposite of
It's
whatever
the other,
you're looking at.
my other left. Is the handyman Hank McCoy, our resident North Kakalaki, the guy who hates Destiny 2 as much as you and me, Ryan Isley.
Side note, I'm literally about to be playing Destiny 2.
Of course.
Oh
Man. Well, we also have a couple other co-hosts, but Lucas is dead this week, and Mark has been dead for quite a while, so he may actually be dead. I don't even know. Who knows? But may they both rest in peace.
They'll be back eventually. Maybe. Perhaps.
Well, yeah. I don't know. We're getting into the Christmas season. Lucas is going to be traveling. Getting him on the podcast may be hit or miss over the next month or so. So if you're a new joiner, welcome. I am not the normal host of the show, but again, Lucas is dead and I'm alive. So I'm here to keep the garbage truck on fire, alive with a passion, perseverance, and loyalty to the show. Can't say the same about Lucas, though. So if you're not new here, well, Lucas isn't here, so you're welcome. Well, the dig, right in the side. So I guess enough of punching Lucas in the face, Ryan.
Let's punch him one more time.
Okay. Lucas, just stay dead. It's better off that way. So what's going on, man? How's this past week?
Oh man, this past week. What happened this past week? I didn't take any notes of anything that happened.
Oh man, you gotta look at your pictures. Gotta ask the wife. Ask the kids.
No, in real life, let's see. We actually just did like 2 date nights, like back to back this past weekend.
Oh, nice.
That was fun. That was.
Do you often get to do date nights? Because I don't.
We try. So we try to do one. We try to do one every month at the very least. I feel like this one was the first one in a little bit. It's been a little stretch of time. It's a little hard, especially with like just
3 kids.
3 kids. Making sure we have a pretty consistent babysitter now. A young girl that goes to our church, so makes that a little bit easier.
How old is this girl? Is she like in her teens, like a teenager?
Oh yeah, she's like 14, 15.
Okay, perfect.
Kids love her.
Like not yeah.
The kids love her. So yeah, that makes life easy. But yeah, it's just finding the time, and we actually really enjoy. We don't mind doing date nights alone, like just me and the wife, but we really like having double dates. So we try to do double dates more than just solo dates. And
I mean, how do your solo dates go? Because usually when my wife and I go on, it's all of a sudden over.
Yeah, we literally, if it's a solo date for us, we go out to eat. It's usually a Mexican restaurant.
You're like, you know what? The couch sounds nice.
Yeah, we literally we dress up and to say that we are pretty. We go out to eat. We might go see a movie or get dessert or something, and then we go back home because we're old and tired.
I know.
But when you have other people there with you to be old and tired with you, it's not as bad.
That's true. That's as long as you like the couple that you're going out with.
Yeah. We have it's mostly just all people from our church that we go out with. Super cool people, all great people.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just been hard to get schedules lined up because especially right now with holidays, it's a cluster. Everybody's got things going on. People were going out of town for Thanksgiving. People's kids got birthdays, so it's a little bit difficult, but they they worked out. It worked out. It was good. We saw what was it? This is mostly gonna be my iffle because it was the dates. Everything is just all rolled into one right now.
It's all fake life.
It's all fake life. Yeah. We went and saw Moana 2.
All right.
It was good. I'd give it a solid 7.5 out of 10.
That's what my wife gave it.
Yeah. It's good. The songs are not nearly going to be as memorable as the first movie. And
not even close, man. We saw it over the weekend as well, and I got to tell you, there was maybe some snippets of songs. I was like, "Ooh, this is good," but none of it was as memorable as Moana, the first one. That soundtrack was really, really good. I mean, it was hard. I mean,
yeah,
with how good it was, how could you live up to that? How can you top that?
Yeah, it is hard to top that. The songs weren't bad. It's just I feel like they were trying to capture the essence of the first movie songs, but it just quite didn't get there. For me personally. But other than that, it was still a good movie. What else did I think about that movie?
Did you get the rating from the wife? Did you?
Yeah, we went. I did not get the rating from her. I'll get her to get me.
That's the first thing I asked Mel. I was like, rating.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Bernice. Here, let me text her. Let me text her right now and see what her rating is. What's your rating for? How do you spell Moana? Yep, that's it. That looks right. Moana 2. I just felt like it was apparently I heard a rumor that this was supposed to be like a series.
Yeah, the way they threw that end credit scene in there felt like there's going to be a third one. I mean, there has to be. I mean,
yeah. I was talking like TV series. Like this was apparently supposed to be this was supposed to have been they were going to make this like a show, and it was going to span a few episodes or something like that. Probably it's like 6 episodes or something like that. I could see that because it felt very segmented to me with some of the parts I was like, okay, that was like a 30-minute episode of a show, because it seemed like every 30 minutes there was you could have stopped it at that point and then picked it up in the next episode for me. But after somebody said that to me, I was like, huh, maybe they did just shove 3 episodes into it, turn it into a movie. Well, the wife said it was good, but not as good as it should have been. Maybe a 6.
A
6.
Oh man.
She said the animation was poor, but the storyline was mostly decent. And the animation,
animation was poor?
There was
I guess I didn't even realize or look closely.
The animation also felt more cartoony.
Did it feel that Maui looked very different?
Yes.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was odd.
Yeah, he looked different. Moana still looked
She was a little bit older.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked normal for the most part. Um, who else? Somebody else looked funny. It was just like the way that I don't know. It wasn't as clean, I guess. Is the best way to describe it. It was still animated nice, but it just wasn't like it didn't have that super Disney polish like it normally does. All that being said, I still had a good time watching it. It was a good movie. It was good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like take
Yeah.
your kids, they're gonna love it. Did you go see it with the whole family?
Yeah, it was well, not the whole family. Claire went to go see it on Sunday. We saw it on Saturday, and we all had pretty much had the same sentiment. It was good. I'm glad we saw it. It was fun. It was entertaining. The songs weren't near as good.
Yeah.
The song, it was, to me, it was very derivative. Where it felt like it was the same song and dance as the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to mimic the first one too much to where it was easily comparable to the first one. The Maui song, not even close to You're Welcome. Not even close.
Chihu was the name of that song, and it was not. Yeah.
There were parts of that song where I'm like, this is good, but it only lasted like a couple seconds during the chorus. I'm just like, oh, that's it. I was like, oh, this is the good part, and that's it.
Yeah. It didn't hold the energy enough. I think if it would have held the energy a little bit longer, it would have been slightly better.
I gotta tell you, but the chicken was
Hey
was amazing in every
Hey
single
always, yeah. Hey stole the show.
Yeah.
Hey did great.
Yeah.
The old guy was funny. Like the old guy that they had on the boat. That was funny. And then the Kakamora. The Kakamora was pretty funny. I liked that part. That was good.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to spoil it completely. So
no. There's we didn't talk about the story or anything, but if you're gonna go see it, stay for the after credits.
Yeah,
or the mid credits.
Or mid, yeah, it was the mid credit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good. It just seemed like it was like, that classic Disney movie thing where like the first one sets the bar so high, and then the next one is just like, we're gonna bring it down here.
Unless you're Toy Story, which gets
which
man,
somehow gets better and better.
Yeah. They should not have
done. It honestly goes the opposite for Toy Story. Toy Story 1 now is like here, and then Toy Story 2, and then Toy Story 3, and then Toy Story 4.
Somehow Toy Story 4 did it, man. They did it.
Toy Story 4, good grief. I cried my eyes out at the end of 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The classic Disney thing. And then we went and saw Wicked the next night, and I'll tell you.
Did you have a whole day set aside for that movie? Because isn't that movie like 3 hours long?
It is 2.5
plus previews.
Yeah,
plus
the
credits.
previews, dude. We sat. I think it was Moana. It was the night of Moana. We sat out there getting popcorn. Like our movie started at like 5:10, and we didn't go into the movie theater until like 5:30, and still sat through about 10 more minutes of previews.
So ridiculous. I know previews are awesome, but man,
I didn't see anything that I really like wanted to see. I was just like,
nowadays all the previews are on the internet anyways.
Yeah,
so,
they are.
Yeah. Just assume there's going to be at least 20 minutes of previews. Yeah.
But Wicked, we got into Wicked around the right time. I think we still sat through like another 20 minutes of previews. Nothing crazy that I wanted to see from any of the previews.
Any Marvel previews? Because I know that there's like
no, there wasn't. There wasn't anything.
Really?
I don't remember seeing anything Marvel. Like they didn't show Brave New World. They didn't do Brave New World is the only
Thunderbolts is coming out.
Okay.
Thunderbolts is like the first one. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see anything from Marvel. What did I see? As far as the movie goes, holy crap, man! Like,
yeah,
dude, that movie is absolutely insane. Go see it. Like, if you have an opportunity to go see it, go see it. It's so good. It is so good. Have you ever seen the Broadway musical?
I've never seen anything Wicked.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, go see it.
I'll see it when it comes out to streaming.
My gosh. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's dude. We saw the Broadway musical the weekend that we got engaged in Florida, and dude, it melted my face off then.
Now is Wicked, is that it's the prequel to Wizard of Oz, right?
Yes, it is. But it's not like, I don't think it's canon. So
there's another movie with James Franco called Oz. Is that any relation to the Wicked story?
I want to say that's like the story of how the wizard came to Oz. But
so is it Oz first and then Wicked, or is Wicked and Oz in parallel story?
It would basically be Oz first and then Wicked. Because Oz is when that's like how the wizard came to Oz and how he ended up being the Wizard of Oz. And then Wicked is like a prequel, but also takes place during the Wizard of Oz. With how the story is, because like by the end of is it the second act? Yeah. By the end of the second act, like the characters are mentioning Dorothy and everything. So like she's there, but you never see her. Like in the Broadway musical, you never see her. Like they mention her. It's kind of like tongue in cheek type stuff. It's actually really funny how they do it. But yeah, she like it, I guess I could give a basic rundown of how this is. It's pretty much Wicked is the telling of the story of Galinda, the Good Witch, and Elphaba, who is known as the Wicked Witch. But the way it's
I gotta tell you, I didn't even know those names ever.
The way that it's told, like it just puts it into like a different perspective of like, hey, Elphaba, like the Wicked Witch, isn't really as wicked as you think she is.
Elphaba.
Yeah,
man, that's
her. Yeah, Elphaba.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a name. It's a name. It is a name.
Wicked Witch of the West sounds way scarier.
Yeah. Well, her real name is Elphaba, but like by the end of the because this movie only covers Wicked. This is just part 1 of Wicked. So part 1 only covers the first act. So
how many acts are there?
There's 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's 2 acts. So Wicked, the second part, which probably isn't going to come out for years, should cover the second half of the movie. Or the second half of the play, which will cover like the parts where I was talking about, where they'll like be talking about Dorothy or this little weird girl that fell out of the sky for no reason. She's just there. Yeah, it was really good. It was super good. I would highly advise seeing it.
Rating, Adam? What about the rating?
10.
10. Ooh, buddy.
Easily a 10.
Dang, my wife gave it a 9.5.
Easily a 10. She, like I wasn't even gonna cry. I teared up a few times. I was like, I know the story. I know how it's gonna go. But like, dude, Ariana Grande actually did a great job of playing Galinda the Good Witch. And I can't remember the girl's name, Cynthia something. I don't remember what her last name is. She did a fantastic job of being the Wicked Witch. Like, just fantastic. No pointers. Like they killed the songs that they had. Defying Gravity, when she did it at the end, was just gorgeous. No notes. Like, it was just perfect. Like, it really was perfect, man.
From what I heard is they were singing live. Like, they weren't in a studio singing it and then dubbed over the scenes. Like, they were singing while in the scenes. Like, that's insane. Yeah. Especially during like the acrobatics and flying through the air and upside down.
It was, you could tell too. Like, you could tell that they were like doing it while they were filming, and that's
wild.
It's the fact that they were doing it just makes it all the more crazy. Like,
being able to sing while doing that,
while doing all those dance moves and all that stuff. Like, awesome. They really did do a great job. Like, overall, it was a great movie. I would absolutely go watch it again. That was my first time watching it. Bernice watched it before me.
Oh, she wanted to go see it again.
Yeah, she wanted to see it again.
Nice.
So she saw it. Yeah,
I haven't wanted
to see it again too.
Man, I haven't wanted to watch a movie in the theater more than once since Endgame. Like, it was, my goodness, that's awesome. That's good.
She's going to see it again too. I want to say this weekend. No, not this weekend. This weekend we're going on a family trip. It's what this weekend is. So I think she's probably going to end up seeing it like 2 or 3 more times. She wanted to go see it again without me. I was like, well, just go. Like, I'm going to watch it eventually. Like, I'm not hurting to see it that bad. I know I'm going to watch it eventually. You can go watch it again if you want to. But she was like, no, I'll just wait for you.
Nice.
But yeah, that was the 2 movies.
And those are the 2 date nights that you did?
Yes, those were 2 date nights. And that's honestly, that's been most of life this past week. Like, there's really not a whole lot else that went on.
What did you guys do for Thanksgiving?
Oh, nothing. We sat here. We had the most relaxing, chill Thanksgiving I think I have ever had.
Nobody over? Didn't go anywhere?
Didn't go anywhere. I took call. So just in case there was an emergency, we stayed here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we stayed here just in case anyone said like my ceiling's on fire or anything like that. Which they shouldn't have called me anyway. So
what'd you guys have for dinner? Did you guys have turkey?
Have you ever been
Chinese?
Have you ever been to Earl of Sandwich?
No.
Okay. There's this sandwich place in
I think you talked about this before.
Is it downtown Disney? Yeah. Disney Springs or downtown Disney, whatever you want to call it. It used to be downtown Disney, and now it's Disney Springs. It's this restaurant that's been there. It's called Earl of Sandwich, and it is just a little sandwich place. Nothing super fancy. They're just expensive because it's Disney.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But they, around this time, like around Thanksgiving, I want to say it's like the end of October, like mid to end of October, they start doing a what is it called? They start doing their Christmas menu or whatever. which includes a sandwich called the Thanksgiving sandwich.
Yeah. I'm assuming turkey's on
Thanksgiving sandwich. Yes, turkey is on it.
Put some stuffing in there.
Yes.
Some
so it is turkey.
Slices of cranberry sauce.
Yes. It's literally
really?
Yes, it's all of these things.
I was just kidding.
It's legitimately all of these things. It's turkey, stuffing, God, what else? Turkey, stuffing, gravy. I feel like there's and cranberry sauce. And I feel like there's something else that they throw on there too.
Corn, green bean casserole.
Oh, if they put green bean casserole on there, I'd be in heaven. But I think it's just those things. And yeah, it's just delicious. Like we couldn't find the bread that they use because it's a specific type of bread that they have.
Like a ciabatta?
It's kind of like ciabatta, but not quite ciabatta. It's like a ciabatta sourdough, like mixed together loaf kind of thing. Right. It's like
dense. Is it dense?
Maybe it's more. No, it's not really dense. If I had to say, I'm trying to think of the consistency of like the bread. Do you have Jimmy John's near you?
Yes.
It's kind of like that bread, but I know that's French bread, but I don't think it's French bread that they use. But that's the kind of bread that it is, or at least the consistency of the bread. So it's not quite, it's not like really fluffy or anything, but it's not like hard or like, like how Jimmy John's does it, like slightly toasted or something like that.
This just looks like someone took their leftovers from Thanksgiving and threw it between two pieces of bread.
But you know what's crazy? It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
So that was our Thanksgiving meal. That was what we did.
I'm looking at it right now. It's just
absolutely delicious.
Sliced turkey, stuffing, gravy, and cranberry sauce on fresh baked bread. It doesn't say what kind of bread.
It doesn't say what type of bread. Like, that's the thing. It doesn't say what type of bread, which is weird.
I mean, I feel like it's got to be a little bit thicker if it's going to be able to hold all that stuff.
Yeah, it does okay. We did, I want to say the wife got ciabatta. I want to say that was what we got. We ended up getting ciabatta. And it was good.
Wow.
Yeah.
We had that. That is a sandwich.
I had like 2 of those, and then she also made not green bean casserole. She just did green beans and what's the other one? Mac and cheese. She did mac and cheese.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we did green beans and mac and cheese to go with it, which was delicious. Yeah, that was it. No one came over. We just watched football. That was all we did. We didn't do another thing. We just sat here and did that.
That sounds glorious, because usually you need a couple days to rest, but you guys got the rest out of the way.
We rested super hard. We straight up like did nothing. What about you? What did you do Thanksgiving?
So on Thanksgiving morning, so every Thanksgiving and Christmas, it flip-flops between the in-laws and my family. Mm-hmm. So this Thanksgiving was with the in-laws, and so we had two meals over the in-laws. On Thursday morning, we went over and they made breakfast. So it was like 6 pounds of bacon, some Gouda, sausage, eggs, fruit, just the norm. So we're over there for a couple hours, and I gotta tell you, that 6 pounds of bacon was gone in a flash. Like, I wish I took a picture of it, because it was like you get your plate, and you have your bacon on it, and then you're like, all right, I'm done with my plate. Then you go back to the kitchen and just grab some more bacon. You're like, yeah, I'm just gonna graze over here. Just one more. Just one more. It's like a roguelike, you know what I mean? Just one more. Just one more run.
That's just one more run. One more run of bacon.
You can't stop. So yeah, so we were over there for a few hours in the morning, and then we went back home. Laid around. I turned on football. And was like, you know what? I don't want to watch any football right now. I want to watch 24.
Oh my God. What 24. Season are you even on at this point?
So in the past week, I finished season 5.
Oh my God.
Season 5 was flawless. Like, it was incredible. Every cast member, I mean, like, from the beginning, in the first like 2 minutes of the episode 1, it like hooks you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they just did that. And the whole season hinges on that one moment. And Jack Bauer goes on a rampage because of what happened, and it is incredible. People, you know, it was like Game of Thrones. Like, people would die. You're like, I can't believe they just killed that person off. Like, I can't believe it, you know, kind of thing. Like, it was so good all the way through. Very action packed. The most action packed season.
What was
so far?
What was the big bad threat in that season? I'm trying to remember.
So they, the villains, the enemies, the terrorists, had some sort of nerve gas that they were launching in multiple parts of LA. Everything happens in LA. I'm like, get out of LA, guys. Get out of LA. It's like everything bad happens in LA. The first 5 seasons are in LA. Season 6, you know what? Also in LA. Like, so why is it LA?
Because that's where things go down, man. It's LA. Yeah. LA is where it goes down. Apparently.
Crazy. Like, I can't believe so many people after this many times. And it's wild. Like, every season, it's like 18 months or 20 months or 2 years after the previous season. Like, at this point, Jack Bauer is like 85 years old. Like,
he should be. Logistically, he should be.
Oh man, yeah. So season 5 was incredible. So I finished that, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to go ahead and read a book. And so, yeah, I needed a little palate cleanser. So I read it's called Leading at the Edge, and it's about the endurance ship that back in 1913 tried to travel through Antarctica from one side to the other.
They died.
It didn't work,
right?
It didn't work. It didn't work at all, and they got stuck, and then they had to turn around. And like almost 2 years later, they finally returned back to civilization. Everybody lived in sub-degree temperature the entire time.
Wow.
So it's the book about how this guy led them from like impending doom to back to life, back to civilization, back to where they came from.
Crazy.
And, it was like 10 different leadership traits and thoughts for leaders to use. So I've been wanting to read it for a while.
What'd you say that was?
Leading at the Edge.
Leading
and it's
at
about,
the edge.
you know,
okay.
I think I got it right here. Yeah. It says leadership lessons from the extraordinary saga of Shackleton's Antarctic expedition.
Oh, that's right, Shackleton. Yeah, the guy with the awesome name.
Yeah.
Tiberius Shackleton.
His first name's not as exciting. I'm pretty sure it's Ernest.
Yeah, it was Ernest.
Yeah. They recently did they've done the shows like Finding Bigfoot, you know, kind of shows the and what was the,
did they just make a show for this?
They did. It was the Finding the Endurance or something like that. It's on Disney Plus. It came out last month in November, where they were trying to find the Endurance ship that got stuck in Antarctica 100 plus years ago. I want to watch that. I haven't watched it yet. It just feels like they're gonna not find it. You know, like, it just doesn't feel like they would find it. So I read that and I was like, all right, done with this.
I feel like that's frozen at the bottom of a iceberg at this point.
Yeah, it's just like if you've ever seen National Treasure, it feels like the secret lies with Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Nicolas Cage out there trying to find it, getting blown up.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be that exciting, but I do want to watch it now that I've read the book. So yeah, I finished it, and it was a lot. So a lot of the lessons in there, I'm like, yeah, of course I do this. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Awesome. I do this. I'm like, it's a lot of validation, a lot of affirmation of things that I've been doing.
It's like, I already know this.
Yeah, this is good. I'm glad we're on the same page, guys.
Now what? What's step 2?
Yeah. So the next book is Soundtracks. It's like an anthology of leadership quotes and lessons from other leaders around the world, celebrities, and things like that. So yeah, that's gonna be a little bit easier to read because it's more bite-sized and not like a full arcing story.
I feel like that other one was probably, how many pages was that?
It was about a little less than 300, maybe.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, like 200 and 250. 250.
I would imagine that's a pretty weighty read.
Yeah, there were like, I don't know, 100 words I've never even seen before. And like you're reading like the notes from Shackleton from 1913. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, how am I so supposed to absorb this?
Yeah,
I'm over here with Google Translate.
How does this relate to me?
I mean, I feel like I can pull up any page and I can just of his story, and it just doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh, I just want to read one of his little notes that they had taken out. They're hard to find because they don't like bold it or italicize it. It's just in the chapter. Oh my gosh, let's see if I can find one. It was hard. It was hard to read because of this guy. Like, he felt like he needed to use like the thesaurus. Like, I'm like, why do you even use
the real
this?
thesaurus or Lucas's?
Lucas's thesaurus.
If you're a poopy-headed Niggymuggins, then you are.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to. It's hard to find because they're not like It's not hard. They don't bold or anything. Whatever. Anyways, it was difficult. It was difficult.
Yeah.
It was a hard read. But yeah. So read that and I was like, all right, time to start season 6.
Oh God. Have my palate cleansed now.
Yep.
Saving the universe.
I've watched 12 episodes of season 6, and I'm done with this season.
Yeah,
this season is boring. Jack Bauer is not Jack Bauer in the majority of the episodes. He's not the normal Jack Bauer that I've known.
He does his taxes. I don't remember.
Oh, he's wearing a suit doing his stuff. I'm like, no way. You don't have flexibility in that suit from 2005. What are you doing? So I was like, season 5 is highly regarded as the best season of 24, and it's flawless. It's so good.
Yeah.
So I was on to season 6. I'm like, man, this sucks. This is really bad. And I'm like, is it because I just came off this awesome season, or does this season really suck? So I looked up a couple different rankings of all the seasons of 24, and all of them say season 6 is the worst. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay. So I'm like, I just like the first 5 seasons, I'm like glued to the TV. I'm like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next?
Right.
This season, I'm like, it's just on. Like, I'm just gonna get a snack. I'm going to the bathroom. Like, I'm gonna go do a mission in Call of Duty. Like, this is, I'm not invested in this at all. I'm just trying to get through it.
So this is the season 6 was the one that he. Oh God, Was that?
No.
I remember him wearing a suit. I do remember him wearing a suit, but I thought that was when he did the. I don't remember what season that was, where he was technically fired from CTU. Was he technically?
I mean, that's almost every season he's fired from CTU. He goes off on his own. He's rogue in every season.
Yeah,
he's always on a provisional basis. Hire me on for just this day only until this is done. Give me provisional status every season. That's all. It's what it is. Except for the first season. First season he was with CTU.
Yeah,
and after that he's fired.
Yeah.
So yeah. So but
fired.
yeah. And then so yeah,
that's really
so,
on CTU's fault because like why are you
every season they're like, Jack, what are you doing? You
why
know
you
this.
hire this guy.
You know this. He's gonna not listen to you at all ever. He's gonna do his own thing.
Why do y'all keep hiring him? Like, why wasn't someone in HR like, can we not hire him? Like,
he's so good at his job. He's so good at it because he doesn't go by the rules in anything he does. They're like, why'd you do this? Dude,
I'm trying to save the planet.
Yeah. Exactly.
I need a hacksaw.
Oh man, yeah, it's so funny. There's not enough time. There's never enough time. It's like, see, episode 2 of 24 episodes. He's like, I'm running out of time. It's like, no, you still have 22 hours left.
Yeah,
sir.
You've got plenty of time, sir. The season just started, sir. You have all of the time.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna trudge through the season. Because there's a movie between season 6 and season 7 that is ranked like number 2.
There's a movie.
So yeah, it's a 2-hour prequel to season 7. So I'm looking forward to that one.
It's so long. I gotta go back. You really make me want to go back and watch 24.
It's so good. You know, I mean, like seasons 1 through 4 are awesome in their own right, but the reason why season 5 is so good is because they borrow a lot of stuff from those seasons, and it's just and that's what makes season 5 so good. Season 6, they just threw out all the goodness that they had, the magic, and they're like, you know what? We're just gonna phone it in. That's what it feels like. It feels like they're phoning it in.
Like, let's throw some other tropes that we did before in there, and yeah, sure,
yeah, well, whatever. So,
so you did that all over Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, I also I finished and beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate.
Oh,
I beat it.
Like you beat it the 20 times that you had to beat it to.
I did. Yep, I did.
Right.
And then it didn't give me like a good ending. Like it was like
really?
It was just like this is it. And I'm like, I got Splinter back, and I'm like, I don't feel like that was the end. Like there's still things that
like 10 runs and then like, okay, Splinter's back with the turtles now.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, let me
gross.
continue. And so I did 3 more runs. I beat Shredder. I beat, now that my build is good and I've gotten a lot of perks. I'm just wrecking shop. So I was able to beat Shredder 3 straight times, and nothing changed. Like I'm back in my lair. I'm trying to talk to the rest of the turtles, and there's no like word bubbles for me to interact with or anything. And so I looked online and I was like, how do you get to the end of the turtles? Like,
what's the end game?
what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to is this just an ongoing game that never ends? But they said that the story's not over. They're going to have DLC in spring of next year that will conclude the story. And I was like, oh, no wonder. I was like,
grow up, vomit.
Yeah. And they're going to add a 5th turtle of sorts, or a 5th playable character.
Is it going to be the real big turtle that was like, what was his name?
Oh yeah. What was it? Maximus.
Probably Maximus Aurelius.
Yeah, I don't know what his I don't know what his turtle's name is.
I can't remember. Like, is it not going to be the guy that wasn't the first mission in that?
I feel like Casey Jones would be like the guy you would have won. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Casey Jones, or like, what was that first? I don't think he was a turtle, but when you fought Leatherhead, you remember like the guy was tied up back there and couldn't break free or whatever that
What
was?
is his name? How do I search for this? Big turtle. No, I'm gonna big teenage. Let's just do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Turtle man, child. I don't remember what his name was. Please don't tell me it's something like Rick or something. Prepare to get your butt kicked by Rick the turtle.
I don't know.
But that's who I would think it would be if they're gonna, unless it's Casey Jones. I mean, Casey Jones does make a whole lot of sense. Like, was he not in anything anywhere?
I don't know. I don't know what his name is. If I go to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and I just look at the Wikipedia, you think they'll have all the different types of turtles on it?
They should.
Right?
Unless it was
right?
like the what was it? They did a female turtle one time.
Oh, yeah, they did.
You remember that? Like she had light blue. I think her bandana and stuff was like light blue.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember what her name was either, though. It's probably something generic.
Slash.
Slash was the big guy, right?
Yep, Slash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll let you play a Slash?
I don't know. It just seems too big. Feels like I don't know.
I mean, yeah, the turtles are kind of nimble, so even when they aren't, like Raph, who just, likes to be as violent as possible. Who did you enjoy playing with the most?
Michelangelo. Michelangelo has quick attacks and he has area attacks. So he always does like around him. Like the other characters, it's more of like the 90-degree forward around like that. Like 180 degrees in front of you. Whereas he does stuff that's goes behind you. So if I get attacked from behind, I can easily do either my special, which is a big area,
Does he do or like if it's spin,
the big spin. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I played with him. I remember playing with Leonardo, and then I remember playing with Raph, and I was gonna go to Michelangelo after that.
Yeah. I did Donatello, but his bow staff is just slow. It's not as fun as the nunchucks or the size from Raphael.
Is it slow and strong?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you have a whole bunch of enemies, I want to go fast, and my build is usually like I hit them and they start having, damage over time, or I'll have them slow down, and the faster I can hit them, the easier it's going to make it.
Oh, hi, Mark. Sorry.
Oh, hello, Mark.
I had the thing pulled up, but I forgot to hit the button that says chat. So now I can
all right.
see.
Let's just read from the top down. All right. Mark says that's best though.
Yeah.
At 804.
Also high.
Also high. I have a love-hate relationship with Wicked, mainly because all my choir kid friends were obsessed with the musical when I was in high school.
That's
no.
Fair.
It intersects, yeah.
Sorry, Mark. It did take everything within me not to sing those songs while they were on screen.
I could just see you just moving around like Carlton.
I was like, I didn't want to be that guy though that was in the movie theater because I was waiting for some female that did not get that part in high school to start singing it like she owned it. And I was going to be like, ma'am, no, I'm here to see them.
Who sings this? Keep it that way. Yeah. So I guess back to Thanksgiving after I did all that stuff.
Read a book, watch 24, read some more, watch more 24.
Beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We went back over to the in-laws for dinner, and they did not cook a turkey or smoke a turkey.
Ooh, y'all had an unconventional Thanksgiving. What'd you have?
They had turkey tenderloin, and it was kind of like a filet mignon.
Wait,
but
did you say a turkey tenderloin?
It was really, really good. Oh my god!
My brain had to catch up with that. I was like,
wait. They put it out in front of me, and I was like, this doesn't look that great, but my goodness, it was the best turkey I have ever had. I'm like, I want to have this not just on Thanksgiving. I want to have this on Mondays and Tuesdays. Like it was really good. The only thing that would have made this better is if it was wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
Kind of like, like a filet mignon has that bacon wrap around it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, it was good.
But bacon just makes everything good.
I mean, let's be honest. I guess since we had 6
pounds of bacon
we should have just saved some. What were we thinking?
Yes, Cynthia Erivo. That's her name. Yes.
What?
The young lady that plays Elphaba in Wicked. Her name is Cynthia Erivo. I'm sure I'm butchering that. You did great, girl.
Let's see what else happened this past. Hey, Christmas is finally here.
Yes,
Christmas season, Christmas time. Cue the Mariah Carey. Is that on our soundboard? The Mariah Carey music?
Oh God, please not. Hold on. No. Thank God.
You wouldn't be lying to me, would you?
I'm not. I promise I'm not. I will try to find the one that I found the other day. There's a guy on, where is he? Most of his stuff I see on Instagram. It's There I Ruined It. He took I Don't Like That song, and he just kept pitching her voice up and up higher and higher and higher.
Yep.
I'll try to find it and send it to you.
All right. Let's see. I think that's about it. Did you do any Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday shopping?
Well, I didn't do any of that shopping because I, one, am poor. Two, I just don't want to go out and fight people for that. Like, it's not that serious.
No, I didn't. I did some shopping, but it was all online. There was like,
yeah, like, and the one thing I bought something before any of this even happened, and it wouldn't have even gone on sale because I bought it off of eBay. I ended up getting a better processor for my computer. So now, like, my computer just boots up like almost instantly, and all this stuff. Love it.
Yes.
Now all I need to do is get a little bit better RAM, and then I am straight.
There you go.
And I'm not going to upgrade my computer, even though it's outdated and old, until it literally blows up.
I mean, yeah. That's exactly why.
So you shouldn't have
my laptop was going to blow up, and I was like, you know what? I think it's time. It's time.
Your laptop was the bomb from one of those seasons of 24.
The terrorists have these laptop bombs. There's not enough time. Yeah. One thing. So I sleep at night with a fan.
Yes, we do too. Our fans in our house do not go off. They stay off.
Yeah. My entire life, I have hated every single fan that I've gotten. And this Black Friday, I got myself one of those bladeless fans. And
like the
ones that have like the big, huge like hole in them. Yes. And so I got one, and it's supposed to be here on Wednesday of this week. And I'm really looking forward to it. I was like, I bit the bullet, and I'm like, it's time. I've gotten to the age. Yeah. I've gotten to the age where I'm like, enough of these $5 pieces of crap that I have
you
to
don't just sleep
replace.
with the ceiling fan on? I sleep with the ceiling fan on, man.
Oh no, we bought a ceiling fan. We're ready to put it in. We just haven't put it into our bedroom yet.
Oh, okay.
Because right now it's just one light up in the middle.
Yeah.
But so we bought a fan.
Is it the singular boob light?
It is 100%.
Like, I mean, they're so cheap. Like, it's so easy not to put those. It's really hard not to put those in.
They're only a few dollars.
They really are. They're like $15. Yes, Mark, we sleep with the ceiling fan on too, man. If we don't, like, we will go insane. Even now, like, it's almost freezing outside, and our fan's not going off.
Yeah.
The fan is on in the room behind, right this room right
always
now.
On. Yeah. That's why you got to replace them so quickly, because they just die so much.
They do die. Yeah, pretty quick.
I mean, when you have it on there for 15 years, you're like, oh, I guess that's time. You got to get up there and clean that.
If I get 15 years out of it, I will be happy. If I got 15 years out of a ceiling fan like that did not ever go off, I'd consider that a win.
You're right. You're right. We've been in our house for 16 years. We've already replaced our kitchen fan.
You have a fan in your kitchen? That's cool.
And in our living room. We're gonna put another one in our bedroom. We love the fans. We're fans of the fans.
You fans of the fan? That's the name of the episode. Fans of the fan.
With a picture of the boob light.
Yep, with a picture of the boob, just a boob light. Oh gosh.
Yeah. All right. That's it for me.
Anything going in God life for you? It's been just through the word for me. And...
You know what? So we had a sermon this Sunday, and it was good. It was really, really good. And so I went out of there and I was like, that was good. Felt like it spoke to me, but not as much as other speak to me. And so we left church, and I was taking my son over at his friend's house to have a play date. And Evan McPherson, the kicker for the Cincinnati Bengals, was being interviewed by Dan Horde, one of the local guys on local channel. And he was talking about the same sermon that I had just listened to just moments before. And I'm like, it was like God was like, you need to listen to this. You need to know that. It was basically about, like, God's there. God's always with us. That's what the whole sermon was like. He's with us. Emmanuel, with us.
Yeah.
God with us. So, and so Evan was talking about, like, he's having a down year. And the best kicker in the league, Justin Tucker, is also having a bad year, just as bad as Evan McPherson. And Evan's just like, you know what? We all have down years. Some of us are in the valleys. Yeah. We're not always in the mountaintop.
Right.
And I'm like, I cannot believe he's saying the same things that I just heard in church. Like,
heard in church, yeah.
It makes me love the kicker for the Bengals even more, even though he's having a down year. Like, it's just like, he's a good person, good guy. Right. And I really like that. So yeah, that was the big moment of God life in the past week.
Cool.
It was really cool. What about you?
Nothing like that. Sermons have been good. Actually, this past Sunday, this past Sunday was really good. But nothing like confirmation. I've gotten those messages before where it's like, dude, you are speaking like directly to me, and I don't appreciate you knowing my entire life.
I feel attacked.
I feel attacked right now. But no, this Sunday was good. Not really a ton going on for me. It's mostly just been still doing the through the word. What else has been going on? I do have an interview that just kind of fell into my lap tomorrow.
Oh.
With a so there's a church that one of my friends that used to sing with us at my current church, she left to go be worship pastor at a church up the street, like right up the street from me. I go and help her every now and then if she needs like help with singing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't get paid really. Like I'm not on staff at Hope, so I can kind of do my own thing and do what I want. And that's honestly like I would go help anybody. Like it doesn't really matter to me. I help where I need it. So she asked me to, she was like, "Hey, are you still liking your job?" I was like, "I mean, it's a job that I have." So she was like, "Do you want to potentially be the facilities director for our church? Because our facilities director is just kind of like suddenly leaving. I don't know if he's suddenly leaving or suddenly retiring. Might have been retiring. So I'm supposed to be meeting with, I don't know if it's the current facilities director or just the person that's like in charge of hiring. But I'm supposed to be meeting with them tomorrow. My only thing is I really like my church that I'm at.
Yeah.
And I fear that if I take this position, they're going to want me to attend church there, which is fine. I've listened to some of their sermons. They're similar vibe and everything from my church, but I've finally started to like get how do I describe this? Like really get connected with the community that's there. And I don't want to leave that, but I don't think it really matters what I want. It's what God wants. So
yeah, right.
I told her, I was like, look, nothing's off the table really. I will absolutely go meet with the guy. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to grab coffee. If it ends up being a good fit, then maybe I'll consider it. If it doesn't, then hey, it's okay. I'm still employed. I'm just working, doing my own thing. It's not like I'm losing anything out of it. I just
that's exciting, man.
Never thought of being I've tried to be the facilities director of my current church before, but they had already, I think, had found somebody prior to me applying that they thought they were going to go with that guy more so than me. So I kind of like came in at the tail end of it. So I didn't get a real good shot at that one. Not to say that I wouldn't try it again. But yeah.
Well, I'll be praying for you, man.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Let's we're meeting tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow morning. It's an early meeting. Real early, like 7 in the morning. Because he said that's he said that's
like 15 degrees out tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be 20 here, I think. 20 something, 25.
25. Yeah, still
right now it's like
cold.
30. I think I want to say it's like 30. Yeah, it's 30 degrees outside right now. It got cold here.
It got real cold. Now it's 24 degrees right now.
Oh, but I love it. I love the cold weather, man.
Nope.
All right, now we can continue with this. Sorry, I didn't want to skip over God life.
No, yeah, good call. Never skip over God life. All right, well, that is it for us. How about you, dear joiners? If you want to share what's new in your neck of the woods, then let's do some quick housekeeping, shall we? Where we offer you towels, fluff pillows, topped with Andy's candies, and tip you off to how you can connect with the GMGU on Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and Instagram. You can share what's new with you, just like these guys.
Yeah, these guys over
I
here.
can't see it. I gotta zoom in. Oh my gosh!
Yep, sorry.
How do I zoom into this?
Actually, let me see if I can make the window
Why is it like this?
Let me see if I can make the window smaller, and that helps. Does that help?
Yes, that is way better.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Chris, Craig, Corey, Craig, Smith. First off, R.I.P. Lucas and Mark. Yeah, rest in pieces, you jerks.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was all right. Family can sometimes put a damper on the season, and kind of such was the case this year, but it's all good. Managed to pick up an easy job on Black Friday and got some really nice holiday OT for it.
Nice.
It's kind of nice to be back in the swing of work and kids being back at school, though. Amen. They need that structure, 100%. So do I.
I needed my kids to go back to school because if they didn't, I'm about to snap.
Oh my gosh. Iffle kind of dove headlong into a playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 over the Thanksgiving time off. The game now supports mods, and there's some pretty good ones to help enhance an already good game. Also, as a newly joined member of Game Pass, yeah, I've been trying out loads of games to see what sticks with me. Been playing the new Call of Duty, which is surprisingly good.
It is.
The campaign is at least good. That's all I played so far. I played maybe 4 missions.
Omnidirectional movement.
It's wild.
So
I'm like, as soon as I'm like laying down, and like I can move in 360 degree, go on my back, go on my. It's
so
awesome.
foreign from what we're used to. It's just so foreign.
It's weird. It's great. I love the movement.
Dolphin diving in any direction is also fun too.
yeah. I haven't done any diving and shooting. I just like my fingers don't move that fast.
I managed to kill like one person with the dive and shoot.
That's awesome.
And that's the highlight of my life. Because
say done, shut down, delete, done.
Otherwise, man, my Twitch response is not like these other kids, man.
No.
I'm not that good.
They live for that.
They could see me around the corner with iron sights on, and I'm just like, I don't really know how you saw me.
It's a lot of what? No way, what? I guess
it is.
Chris Craig goes on and says, and jumped into Red Dead Redemption 2, which I've never put more than a handful of hours into. Looking forward to the experience, as I hear it's one of the best stories ever. Chris Craig, Corey, I got to tell you. Well, one, you're playing through Baldur's Gate 3 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, those are 2 massive games. I don't know how you're going to keep.
Those are 2 massive games.
But as a fan of the Red Dead series, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best games of all time, in my opinion. I played almost 300 hours of that game. The story ends, but it doesn't mean your story ends, and there's so much to find in that. It's a Rockstar game, so there's always stuff to find. So yeah, enjoy that one. Goes on. Iggle, my pastor announced that he'll be doing a series on the Book of John, going through verse by verse sometime in 2025. I am absolutely excited about this and can't wait to see what God gives him to bring to us.
Nice.
Other than that, things are pretty well the same. Hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Love y'all. Love you too, buddy.
Love you, man. Thanks for the update.
John is a good book.
John is
all three Johns. Wait, are there 3 or 4 Johns?
Technically 4. Because there's John. No, wait. Am I thinking
First
Peter?
John and Second John?
Is there First John, Second?
Is there
John,
a third John?
I don't think there is a third John. I think you're right. I was thinking Peter. I was thinking First Peter, the Second Peter, and the Third Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're totally right. It is just. Yeah, it's only 3 Johns. Now I'm gonna have to look at the Bible. Dang it!
I gotta read the Bible again.
I'm gonna read the Bible.
Yeah.
I did my Luke
going
today.
through the word where they jump around so much, you never know what's gonna happen.
It really does. Like, it jumps around so much. All right. There's John. There is a 3rd John.
Well, there you go.
It's only First Peter and Second Peter. It is 3 Johns. I was right. I didn't believe in myself.
All right. Galapagos, Ohio resident. No, Galapagos, resident.
Yes.
Hey guys. Hope you had lots of turkey and good time with the family. We did.
I had a little bit of turkey, but very good times with the family.
Earl, the day before Thanksgiving, there was a huge event here called Galapagos and Lights. The town decks out the main park here with a Christmas light display. Different vendors from the county set up shop all along the perimeter. They have a fireworks display and then turn all the lights on at the same time. It's the biggest event of the year here where people come from around the country to see the light display. Whoa.
Around the country.
Wow. In Galapagos? Like, that's crazy. Okay, hold on. Before we move on, Mark, have you been to the Mothman Museum? I know it's only like a hop, skip, and a jump away from Galapagos, like right across the river. I need to know.
I'm sorry, the what man museum?
The Mothman. You've ever heard of the Mothman? The legendary myth prophecy of the Mothman. Like
when I think Mothman, I think Mothra for some reason.
It's a man that I don't know the whole story, but it's a man, kind of like a Bigfoot, where you don't know if they really exist or not. It's just all legendary.
Oh, that sounds like moon people.
Hold on. Mark says not yet. It's on the list, but Kristen is dying to go. Oh man. So when I make the trip over to Galapagos, I want to go to the Mothman Museum. I want to see where the film
Mothman
was made.
Prophecies. Yeah, I do remember that movie.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think I watched it, but yeah, it looked creepy.
Yeah. But I do want to go see that. Anyways, back to Christmas display.
Christmas Mothman.
He's very festive. He's a festive guy.
Hey, he would really like Christmas because of all the lights, and moths are attracted to light.
That's why he was there. You know,
light.
Mark says the town was actually featured on the Today Show last year for it. Our church is right next to the park, so we give away free cookies and hot chocolate as a community outreach. Kristen and I got to help out with that and experience everything for the first time, which was a lot of fun. We then hopped in the car and drove down to Lynchburg to spend time with both sides of our family for Thanksgiving, which was a good time. We just got back to Ohio today. Wow, it's a lot of driving. How long of a drive is that? 4 or 5 hours?
It would take me 2 hours to get to him in Lynchburg where he was. So, and I want to say where he is now, it's like a 7-hour drive, 7.5. I thought
5 hours. Mark says 5 hours. Okay, all right. Well, as long as you didn't do that in the same day, then yeah, it's doable. Iffle, guys, I played a video game.
Yeah,
it's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
Amen.
Decided to boot up the old Fortnite and jump into the new season, which is Ninja Samurai based. I mean, there's Power Rangers Ninja, there's Power Rangers Samurai. Come on, people. Let's just
Power Rangers go, Ninja Storm, let's go. Yeah. I still remember those theme songs.
Yeah. I mean, they have Ninjor. They have the Ninjor. Let's go. Come on. Oh, let's go. I can't remember. I don't remember what his voice was. It was terrible.
So stupid.
It was so bad. It was the worst voice.
Rangers.
There it is. There it is. Ninja.
I'd rather have the freaking skibbity toilet dude from that other show that Mark had. Give us the toilet ranger.
Come on, there's so much you can do with it. All right. Hold on. Mark says Hasbro has let Power Rangers die. They sold off all the suits from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to Cosmic Fury in an option. There's no hope now.
What?
Oh my gosh. They just sell off Power Rangers to Fortnite. Just Epic. Just buy them. You know what I mean? Mark says the weapons and skins are pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to unlocking the Baymax and Godzilla skins. Godzilla skin?
Oh no! See, Baymax caught me. I was like, "That's a cool skin." Baymax.
Oh man, that moment where Baymax comes home and his battery's dying and he acts like he's drunk. Oh man, it's so funny.
Harry Baby.
It's the best. It's the best scene in the entire movie. Big Hero 6 was one of the first movies Kristen and I watched together, so it's special for me. Hopefully this leads to a trend of gaming again. All right. Good luck.
Cool.
Godspeed.
Mark, you should check out that game. I think you said something about it. It's on Xbox. Was it 9 Souls? I think it was 9 Souls.
It was a 9 Souls game, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 9 Souls.
I tell you what, man.
I downloaded it.
The next game that I'm playing, actually, there's 2 games that are coming out this week that I'm playing. Marvel Rivals, which comes out on Friday.
Is that like release?
Yes. Okay. Full release for PlayStation, Xbox, PC. It's all over the place. So I'm gonna be playing that for a couple days, and then Sunday night, Indiana Jones
and the
Circle of Death is coming out.
Indiana Jones and the Freaky Circle. I hope that's the song.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. But yeah, that comes out Sunday night at like 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I will be playing that Sunday night.
They're dropping it on a Sunday?
Yeah, it's supposed. They said the full release is on the 6th or 7th or something like that. But yeah, it's a Sunday night. I saw that the full release December. Hold on. Want to make sure. It says it was December 8th. What is December 8th? That's a Sunday. Yeah, December 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern is when it drops.
That's such a strange.
I'm glad, so I can at least play it before, because usually games come out while I'm at work.
True.
I don't want to. Yeah, sometimes I'll have to take PTO for games. I'll tell you what. Speaking of PTO and taking time off for games, when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, I'm probably gonna take 2 days off.
I remember doing that for Halo. I think it was Halo 3. I took that day off and like the next day, so I could like spam it through.
There's only been a handful of games where I've taken time off for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I took time off for Grand Theft Auto 5 when it came out 11 years ago.
What are you talking about? It just released again.
I don't know. Yeah, what the heck? They're still supporting it, and they're still making
on your phone
gangbusters. Yeah, you can get on your fridge. It's like Skyrim.
Yeah, it's on Switch now. The Grand Theft Auto for Switch.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Switch
it's got a SpongeBob skin on it. SpongeBob Auto 5. All right. Mark says, Eagle, keeping the ball rolling with TT Dubs. And I'm starting an Advent devotional from a guy named Paul David Tripp. That should be really good.
Paul David Tripp.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's been a guest on a few of the podcasts that I've listened to.
Yeah, I think I'm doing a Luke devotional. I'm doing TT Dub. I'm doing my daily devotional. And throwing in another reading for that leadership book. So those are the readings I'm doing. Yeah.
I'm doing TT Dubs. I think I did Luke 15 today. And then I'm on another Luke. I'm doing a like supplementary Luke devotional to go with it.
Yeah.
In the Bible app, and then I'm doing like the daily refresh stuff that's on Luke.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or that's like the daily refresh stuff that's on the Bible app.
Yeah, the Bible app. Yeah.
Pastor, I think he said something about starting a devotion on Timothy.
Oh.
Like slowly reading through Timothy. So I forgot.
I don't think I've ever done a devotional on Timothy before.
I don't think I have either. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, we read through Luke chapter 1, 26 through 38 today at dinner. Where it was like the Jesus's birth foretold. So yeah, that was a good one. And then one of the questions in the devotional was name a person you trust. My son said me. So I felt kind of good about that one.
Good for
you. For me, I trusted my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
trust her implicitly.
Yeah, I trust my wife. You other heathens, I don't trust you.
Yeah. All right.
That is it. Yeah, that was it. I don't think anybody else dropped anything anywhere else.
Okay.
Anything in the Google? Is there a way I can look up the Google?
The voice? No, I don't think we got any voicemails.
Okay.
No voicemails. No Tim this week. He must be trucking along, literally.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Well, if you'd rather connect visually and spectatorally, there's YouTube, like we're live right now, and Twitch, where we have a plethora of other joiners who may or may not stream. So please come to the Discord to find their links and check them out.
They may or may not stream. That is very true.
You just have to find out. You know what I mean? Finally, on Patreon and our merch page, you can support and gear up with us. So click that one link to rule them all, either in our bio or show notes. Oh, yeah, maybe. Sure. Yeah.
Check both places. See what happens.
Yeah. Or you can just type it out real quick. Linktree.com/forwardpipe, the GMG pod.
There you go.
Of course, if you can't toss your attention or a coin to your podcasters, but still the giving type, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Podchaser and Spotify. It helps us reach new joiners through stars, exclamation marks, and your feedback. I tell you what, speaking of reaching new joiners, we reach new joiners all the time. And I looked at our listens, and we are continuously getting a plethora of new joiners every single week. And awesome, this past week, all time, we hit over 80,000 downloads, which was
that's awesome, man.
Yeah. So I think in 2025 we'll probably get to 100,000. That's the goal. That'd be awesome to see. That'd be a nice. I mean, if it tracks, that's where we'll be by Christmas of next year. So yeah, please rate and review us, so other people can see it. I tell you what, we could get paid for it. We could, but I don't know. Just
I don't want to throw ads in here.
That's a whole nother thing of ads.
I don't want to deal with.
Let's take a break and talk about tampons. Right. You know, I don't know whatever it is. You know, like I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like it just feels
foot
gross.
Fungus cream.
Tough actin, Tinactin.
Boom! Stuff,
no, I would do tough actin, Tinactin. I would do tough actin, Tinactin.
It's got to be stuff relevant for the 30 plus age demographic. So like beer, cheese, knives. I don't know.
Type in the promo code GMGU and get your 5th season of 24 DVD box set.
From Rico down in the parking lot because he's burned it on this illegally.
All right. So let your voice be heard in any of those ways. Literally, if you prefer, at 929 GMG guys. GMGesus guys. It's 929 GMG guys.
Did you sneak another beer without me seeing?
I gotta tell you, this beer is making me hot right now. I'm sweating.
I saw you done unzip that.
I did. I had to unzip this. I was like, whoo!
That 9.5% caught up.
This 3 beers in one has really gotten to me. Alrighty then, Ryan and the spirits of Lucas and Mark, along with you, our beloved friends, family, and joiners. Go get your good morning this week, and may God bless and guide your lives as you live as you work and as you game.
One, two, three, four.